Good morning. Happy Thursday. So, we broke our rules yesterday by trading in Q. But I keep finding I'm breaking that rule. So I might have to change that rule. Because I've been finding that NQ and my strategy are playing out pretty well. So I do believe that my rules need to be refined a little bit. Oh, here's a trade I was going to take. Sorry, I was watching the charts. Anyway. No, it's only 1 minute. There we go. Finally. Anyway, so why did I stop trading NQ? I was doing the 5 and 15 minute orb paired with a fair value gap and a hammer candle. And in my backtesting, I really found that ES respected this strategy a lot better than NQ. The setups were clean and easy to take. But as I refined my strategy and added in a reversal play, then I'm finding that only trading ES isn't such a good rule anymore. Especially since I'm doing dodgies plays, which basically revolve around NQ. So what are our rules? If we find that we're making rules and breaking them, then are they rules or are they ideals? How do we separate, and then how do we separate our ideals from our rules? Or even better, how do we combine them? So I do agree that taking one win and stopping is a great rule. I also agree that to stop after 2 losses is also a great rule. This not only preserves our profits, but it preserves our mental capital. But when it comes down to a rule like don't trade a certain ticker, then how do we address that? I guess it comes down to what happened as we were trading that ticker. So I started trading NQ. I started trading by trading NQ, and I would use ES as confluence. But realistically, I believe that we can trade both as long as the setup arises. So if I want to make a rule, a better rule, it would be don't trade minis, trade micros, or something like that. So it's all just a work in progress. And we will see. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So take it up to this liquidity. We'll see who's going to take it. Who's going to do it first. So while we're doing that, we can take a look at our levels. Pretty bearish, which I love. So much easier to take a long or even to go short when the market's moving both ways. So we have a daily down here that we pumped off of. Same with on NQ, we have a daily. We also had a 4-hour here, so a double 4-hour, which we really respected. Same here. So as we come down to that, that could be, well, yeah, we're in it right now. So this could be a point of reversal. However, we have tapped back into that fair value gap 3 times now. So if we were to dump, now is going to be the time. We do have a 1-hour fair value gap above us. Right here is really tiny though. Here, it's better on ES, just a little bigger. And then we go down to our 15 minute. This is where we mark our levels. So actually the 1 hour looks nicer. So yeah, you can see we came down 1, 2, 3 times. The 4th time, even though I did take a long, it's likely we will break that at some point today. Where will we go from there? I don't know. Here, fair value gap. It all just depends. This also could be a nice inverse play too. If we do inverse that 15-minute on the 15 minutes, but it doesn't look like we'll be doing that in the next 2 minutes. We also have a 5-minute there that we haven't inversed yet. 5-minute. It's a twofer on ES, but it's only a 1 on NQ. So I am up. Last night I hit a nice inversion to the downside, and I've really been practicing as we come down, just press that flatten button. We hit our profit target, we get out. I have been researching into all my favorite professional traders, people who make money, and they do a 1R, a 1 to 2R. The 1 to 3s, the 1 to 4s, the 1 to 5s. Yeah, we see them on Instagram, but really they're not, it's not realistic. And one of the most important things that we can do as traders is have our risk to reward. So I'll show you this little picture here. I'm sure you guys have all seen it. Oh, market's opening. Gonna get ready to close that position at any point. Well, that's a pretty early candle. We're pretty early in that candle. Do we hit our liquidity? No, not very smart, Smaya. That's okay. We're just on sim for the next couple days. So let's see, tapping back into that fair value gap. And if we close below it, then I will exit. However, if we hold that fair value gap, let me see if I can find that screenshot. I want to show you guys. Oh, he just held it. Look at that. So we're going to here. Let's take a look. And we didn't even look at our bookmap levels. All right, I'll find that probabilities for you later. So we're looking at bookmap, we're looking at our levels. This level here, which is around where my take profit is our first level. So 6,000 level. Oh, and look, it's a bank holiday, and we could really see the volume difference. So instead of millions of players, we're like half, actually less than half. So normally at market open I see 9 million volume, but right now we're only trading at 300,000. So we can understand why the professionals do not trade today. However, I am happy just to practice. Just to practice. All right, I think this is going to be the end of our play here. Uh-oh. $15 seconds. If this candle closes red, I might just take the loss. Okay. Perfect. Not too bad, not too bad. So let's see what kind of liquidity we sweep. What do we sweep? At open, nothing. So we will just watch. NQ's got about 1 million volume. but ES is 1/5 of that. I mean, you could call this an inversion, so I feel like this one's way too far away. We didn't invert it for so long. But this one, we inverted, we swept. This could be considered liquidity, but we didn't sweep anything. We did go into, did we? A higher time frame for value gap. So yeah, we went into the 15-minute. We had this at market open. We inversed it, and then we tap back into it. And we're probably going to go somewhere down to here, or here. I don't think this was a data candle. We don't have data today, do we? I don't think so. Not on a holiday. 7 a.m. all day bank holiday. So anyway, I think I just took the wrong play. We're having pretty big SMT. So this would be considered, so tap into a higher time frame for value gap. This would be considered an A setup, not an A plus, just an A. Okay, so we did target there.
Stop NQ buy.
It's twice as many buyers on NQ, but ES is the same. So pretty big SMT there too. We have our first 5 minutes. That we seem to aggressively be breaking out of. Oh, just a little bit behind today. Oh yeah, we tap back into it. Close below, tap back in, go down to here. So we had 2 plays already. I guess my brain was just over here watching this one. CVD, the cumulative volume delta, is red on both, but that's to be expected if we are, if we've been pretty bearish overnight. Let's come down to that 5985 level. That was a very strong level that we've been running away from for days. I remember looking for a short at 5985. Yeah. We're looking to go short into 5985, but we never made it there. that is a data candle. Probably find out on Discord.
Iceberg NQ buy. Absorption NQ buyers.
Okay, so now we're tapping into this liquidity here. No one seemed to ask about that data. So sweep liquidity. Inversal 1. We have so many fair value gaps there though. I haven't gone to that in his in our good friend Dodgy's boot camp. I haven't gotten to the point where he talks about actually the fair value gaps yet, and I'm on like episode 15 or 16, so the entry, so actually I'm on the one where he's talking about the fair value gaps, but he doesn't really talk about his entries very much. Not yet, at least. Talks about targeting double tops and double bottoms, because that's where you see a lot of liquidity resting, and if you're gonna sweep it and inverse the fair value gap, then that really is where we can take our play. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we didn't hit that yet. I also see Tanya trades. She trades the IFBGs. $5,975. That 6,000 level's holding pretty strong. Pretty big sell volume. Got my friend Baby Odie with me. Punch it.
Stop NQ sell.
So about another 30 seconds here until our 15-minute opening range is formed. And if you guys know, generally when we form that 15, we do tend to reverse. However, who knows?
absorption and Q sellers.
Alright, let's check out that 5-minute. Ooh, we have 2 5-minute fair value gaps here. And I have a little bit of a chocolate bar left over from last night. Yummy. Whoa.
Sweep ES sellers. Sweep ES sellers. Absorption and Q sellers. Stop and Q sell. Stop and Q sell.
Okay, so now we're breaking out of the 15. However, we broke out and took liquidity at the same time, so not the best. Normally I like to break, have that liquidity below. But now we gotta kind of look. So what do we got? We got this down here. Huge stack of fair value gaps. I don't know if that's considered a swing low. So now we're definitely going for that 7.5 level. Just down here. And in Q 687, which we just punched. So I don't know how I feel about this 15-minute play now. Because
sure, here's a unique version of your CV that will help you stand out. Just like the other 30,000 I created today. Good luck.
Okay, so now we're at 4 million volume, which is still under half of what we see. Look, every fair value gap is kind of like that. This one wasn't. That was a nice one. And now we have more volume. About 4 times as much as we had at the beginning. So I don't know how I feel about any type of reversal right now. Really, with all the structure, that 1 hour is the only one we can use.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
What's the matter?
Nothing. I'm just streaming. Hi.
Are you mad?
No, I'm streaming.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. There it is. So yeah, we did take liquidity. We took it on ES. And we took some on NQ. We are trading into those stack of 1 hours there. So delete our lines, keep our charts clean. Seller absorption. That's what I'm seeing on NQ. As we came up here, the sellers absorbed the buyers. Let's take a look at our 2-minute. Bear. Format. And our 5. Our favorite, the 5. Oh, yeah, absorption, that's what that noise was. It tried, but it failed. another buyer. 60, 64. We might want to go up. Look. That was removed. We're going to go up. 15 seconds on this candle. If we inverse this one, then I'm going to get in. Take it up to here. If this candle closes below the inversion, we will cancel our trade. That one was just so freaking close. And I made a mistake, so I was watching, I just heard it back in my head, but Dodgy says that he enters off the inversion. So once we inverse, he doesn't wait for a retest, he just sends it. So we have orders right here at 700.
Absorption NQ sellers.
We took it. So let's see how this candle closes. We're still really early into that candle. It's a big 2 minute. But what's really making me want to go long is this. This is gone. On Bookmap, we had this. It really pushed us down. Look, once that was removed, that's when we started going up. So yeah, you guys can see here. Seconds on this candle. See how it closes. 3 seconds. Could just be the pullback. So stop is invalidation of the fair value gap. Should we make one here? Am I gonna miss it again? No. What about the 2 minute? No. What about 3 minute? No. Ten seconds. I might be flattening this. Usually I put my phone on silent. Oh. No. We didn't. Close below it. Oh, Samaya. Alright, well, personal executioner. Come on, deliver me, baby. Deliver to here, and I'll be happy. You know, I really feel like trading is a lot like hunting. So you gotta... Anyway, I really do feel like trading is a lot like hunting. You gotta sit. You gotta wait. You gotta eye your prey. And then you gotta catch it. So it's all the pieces together. You can't have the good analysis without catching the trade. You can't spot the chicken and then can't catch the chicken, because then what do you bring home to your family? So okay, now that 5985 level is back, so it's right here. Now it's gonna close below. 7 seconds. Alright. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. What do we got now? Okay, NQ. Here. 6. Here. We got here. And then we got here. Oh, right here. We got orders. Oh, and then orders here. So let's just watch and see. Check the 2 minute again. I think we reject right out of that CE area. The constant encroachment. Alright, well, 2 losses. Second one was kind of an error, but we would have lost anyway. I think that it's here. No. This wouldn't be invalid anyway. We already invalidated the IFVG. we'll see if we come back to our range. Our opening range. So yeah, this kind of goes on what I was talking about earlier, was that ES provides cleaner setups. Like, look, you could have held that one. There you go. And now we'll deliver to here. Or at least to our opening range. See, we do have 2 5 minutes in there. We at least have this one. What does our 15-minute look like? Yeah, that's what I figured. A big wick. 5, big wick. But now we're rejecting, although I'm not a big fan of those candles. Take a look again at our 2-minute. Back to the 1 minute. 6,000's printing again. That's where we printed last time. Oh, and as fast as it printed, it is gone. And deliver to here. Crazy how that works. So we printed liquidity, came up, took it, went down, printed liquidity, came up and took it. Now we're printing below. Here, here, and here. It's moving so slow. What do we expect on a big holiday? Regardless of our silly errors, we can see that this IFBG worked. We can see that this one basically worked. We can see that our opening ranges work, but sorry, we didn't have any retests, and I don't like to take the breakout. I find it's not good practice, because if you're always going for the breakout, then you're gonna get wrecked. At least if it's like a good woo retest and we have liquidity above, bing. So just give it a couple more minutes here, and then we will sign up for the day. Oh my god, look, it is so low. It is, the volume is lower than Asia. Very cool to see though. I've never seen this yet, so. Come on, deliver me daddy. Alright, so let's just go over my bad trades today. So we had a fair value gap here, actually. We had a fair value gap here that I was waiting to be inversed. We just slightly inversed it, and that's where I went long. However, at open, we inversed this one, and then that's what really delivered. And then here we had a 1 minute, we inversed it. Actually, I took it right here, so before the inverse, which as you can see is not very smart. ES held it much better. So 6,000 is all the way up here. If you look at the way the price has been going, we come down, we come up a little bit, go down, come up a little bit, go down. So while those patterns don't always tell us what's going to happen next, it's a pretty good indicator of what we're seeing. Unless anything drastically changes. However, we are seeing on Bookmap that what are we seeing? I don't know. I'm seeing consolidation, I guess. Price here, price here, price here, price here. Alright, let's see if we deliver there. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go finish the boot camp. Come on, one last pump. And then I'll sign out knowing that I almost had it. I almost caught that chicken. So close. And then sometimes you could take partials, right? You can cut off a leg, cut off a limb, take its little beak, and then you'll at least have something, right? I'm pretty much done trading now. There's not much going on. Bye.
Please.
Okay. Trading. Oh, there you go.
Funds meticulously crafted to endure, including our new suite of active ETFs.
You didn't become a leader to chase updates. Motion makes sure you never have to.
Alright.
Here's what Motion does.
Fuck you. No, this looks like an entry. Yeah, it's kind of what we were waiting for, but we didn't have the perfect candle. This candle's not bad. This can be deleted. This is a better candle. All right. Well, I am gonna go finish my boot camp. Oh, it. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get there, get there. All right. I am gonna go finish my boot camp. No point to be wasting this time.